well. I'm over here reporting myself from Arkansas. Can you see the beautiful background? It's so cute. I'm here in the little like backyard, and I feel super relaxed, super happy, and I decided to come here live to share not just the perfect view. Look, this looks like a painting. It looks like a painting, and I can hear the birds. It's beautiful, like so cute. And this hot cabin has like a jacuzzi. It's so perfect. It's so beautiful. And ladies, I wanted to come here to say hi first of all, and also to share a little message. I know the name of this training is called Managing Motherhood and Entrepreneurship. And I wanted to talk more a little bit about that because I feel that it's something that it's really needed. It's something that we don't have guidance in becoming a mom, you know what I mean? And then if you have an ongoing business, or maybe you're going back to work, but you also have a business, or you want to start a business and you don't know how, um, because now you're a mom and you're responsible for this little human that really depends on you, then things start to get a little tricky. Things start to get a little like a lot. Like you start getting overwhelmed. You start getting like, where is the guidance? Where is the help? Where is the tribe that supposedly comes with motherhood? Like, find your tribe. Yes, but where is the tribe though, right? Especially if you have a business. And as you guys know, I'm a mom of one. I have a toddler. She's 2.5, almost, yeah, 2.5 years old. And I have Porkies. We have other businesses with my husband. So we both are entrepreneurs by heart. I've always been an entrepreneur by heart. And these are things that I wish I had older moms that are entrepreneurs before. Until now, I started networking and meeting other moms that are entrepreneurs, and it feels amazing to have a community that just gets you, understands you, and also is going to provide the tools for you and the support and the tribe that we always talk about, like in motherhood. So I hope you guys like this training, and I have an announcement as well. So this training, it's going to be a private training, and I have put it in the link in the description, and I put it in the comments later. It's going to be an ongoing training sessions or online trainings that are starting in June. So next month we have two already, and this one, Managing Motherhood and Entrepreneurship, I scheduled it for July 1st. So if you guys want to look at it, you can see the calendar. I'll share right now. And these trainings are going to be like 2 hours. It's super limited spots because they are for 12 women only. And the reason why I put them like this is because I want to do the group coaching. So if you have questions, if you have things that you need help on, I can definitely, like we can do some group coaching in there. So it's going to be private and limited. But ladies, managing entrepreneurship in motherhood is not for the weak. It is tiring. It is fun at the same time. It is full of adventure, full of exploring. It requires kind of like all your senses. You know what I mean? And if you are an entrepreneur by how you want your business, you want to open a store, I don't know, start selling your craft, your products, and you want to be present, with the kids, because for me, that's like the number one thing. I want to be a present mom. I want to be there for Maya. I want to be there in her childhood. And while I heal, she's healing, and we're healing our future generations, and I'm healing my past generations. And so it's a big responsibility, and I don't take this lightly. And at the same time, making time for myself. So I'm sane, I'm nurtured, I'm working out, I'm eating good, I'm taking time for myself. And then the business, right? And we have other businesses, not just Polkis, but other businesses too. So how can we manage these? Who is going to guide us, right? Who's going to give us the manual to be a mom? And then not just that, they keep changing. If you're a mom, I see you. These kids keep changing every month, every year, new things going on, especially the first years of life. It's constant change. And I can't just imagine, the years that are going to come too. It's uncertain, right? um but one of the things that I always do is surrendering to the process and still keep working. Many times we try to control the outcome of situations, the outcome of circumstances, of moments, of experiences, and we get lost trying to find control, trying to get control of the situation, of the moment. And that's where joy gets lost. Joy of the moment, like the joy of enjoying this meal or enjoying this afternoon that you have for yourself to work on your business. And because we try to control every moment, we are become very rigid. And when we're rigid, you can't feel the joy because you're like very structured. Like at this time I do this is very rigid, where you don't let flow go through your body, through your day, through your process. And then if you have too much flow, then you don't get things done, right? So it's like what both ends are not good. And I feel like we need to find like a sweet spot. Either you are more fluid and you surrender more to the process, maybe that's for you. And maybe you are a little more like structure, you want more, have a little more control on situations. um, so maybe you're a little more on this, end of the scope. But all the way there, where you control life, control the outcomes, it's just not possible. Life is so unpredictable. Life is so just, we have to surrender to life, to God, to surrender in the moment. And one thing is that you have to be okay being just interrupted from the process. And that's being a mom. Sometimes we plan things and the things, mother nature happens. Like in Houston, we had a big tornado last week. Let me clean this camera. I think it's a little like, I don't know, maybe it's just the mountain view, the filter of the mountain. uh, we had a big tornado here in Houston last week, and a lot of people lost power. We lost power. Some of the backyard like fences fell. Now we had to fix them. A lot of people lost power for almost a week. Um, some people lost their homes. And imagine if you try to control and you had plans for that week, and then you get mad because they didn't happen, because something way out of your control happened, and now we feel that you don't have control. So you get mad and frustrated instead of like waving that as like, hey, it's okay, it's going to happen eventually, maybe not the day that I planned, but surrender more. And I feel like that's literally entrepreneurship. Because when you open a business, you're expecting the business to thrive the first month, the first year. And don't get me wrong, there is some outliers are there that they hit the ground running with their business, right? Like they start selling and that. But that's not going to be 95% of your typical entrepreneur. Like this is entrepreneurship takes a lot of risk taking. um you do it with fear. That's the soul of an, like entrepreneurs are very courageous, and they just go even though they feel fear. um, a lot of uncertainty because you don't know if the business is going to bloom or not, although you think certain and you believe in your product. And you might encounter many no's on the way. That it's okay, like excuse me, I'm working with a client that I sent her a challenge to do the 100 no's, so she can get rid of the fear of rejection, right? Like the first no is gonna get super, you're gonna get super like, trigger, and you're gonna cringe. But then the third no, it's gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get a fourth no, and the fifth. Imagine by the 100th no that you get for your business or whatever you're trying to do, you just become more resilient. You're not controlling the outcome. You become more courageous, and then you just don't stop. And I feel like that's the journey of an entrepreneur. You just keep trying, keep doing it, and if you truly believe in your business, then you stay with it, and then you try different things. And you think that when you post one thing or you pay one ad or you give one flyer, that's it, like that's gonna bring you a lot of business. It won't. You have to continue posting, continue doing this, continue trying different techniques, reading different books for marketing, reading different things for, I don't know, like the stock market, how is it affecting the business, the real estate. I say real estate because we're in real estate too. And it's just like never stop learning, never stop trying. The soul of an entrepreneur. I try different things. I don't know if you ladies follow me since my keto era here. I even had like a store with I sell aprons, hoodies, recipe notepads. I used to do all these like baking keto desserts, and I was in the keto community. And then we tried some phone cleaning stuff, and then we tried this business, and it's like I'm never gonna stop. My mind is just too creative, and I see that with many entrepreneurs, they just have the ideas flowing in their head, ready to execute, and you become, not like fearful, like you're fearless. And combine that with motherhood. Motherhood, it's that we just talk about entrepreneurship. Motherhood, that's its own monster on its own, right? Motherhood is going to bring up a lot of the things that maybe you haven't healed or haven't overcome from your childhood. It's going to test you to different levels because your patience, way to do things, right? Like we don't have a manual. Your instinct of becoming a mom, like yes, it's awakened. Like I feel like more, in tune with my body, in tune with Maya is my baby, in tune with her needs. You just become very skillful at managing your time in prioritizing things, and just like I have no time to waste. I'm gonna like multitask, and I'm a master at that. And that's something that me personally learning motherhood. I know other women learn different things, and motherhood it's an own monster. It's a monster on its own. It has its own challenges. Also, what entrepreneurship and motherhood have in common, it's the uncertainty. You don't know what's gonna be the next day with them, right? Because the thing that works with them today, especially babies and like old, like like younger kids, that thing is not gonna work out tomorrow. That thing, that snack that they love yesterday or for a whole week, they're gonna say today, no, today, mom, I want a different thing, and they're gonna throw a tantrum or whatever they do, processing their emotions. And you have to be there emotionally available to learn to help them regulate their emotions. Remember, the kids learn to regulate their emotions through you. So if you don't know how to regulate your emotions to show up for them, process your first and then hold the space for them, how are they going to learn that? And then that's why many things that we don't learn from childhood, we bring into our adulthood, trying to like find partners that are going to make us like heal that, right? No, heal yourself. Don't put that burden on someone else, on your husband. He has his own journey. Your friends have their own journey. Take responsibility for your own journey. And that's when you start looking inwards. And then your kid is just going to be a reflection of what you're putting, what you're pouring into that little cup. They're like a little plantita, like a little plant that you're just pouring every day to. And childhood, it's very sacred. It's we only have them for a few years, and excuse me, we overflow. So what I find that entrepreneurship and motherhood have in common is the uncertainty. We don't know what tomorrow is going to be. Maybe you have plans, maybe you have all these, outcomes that you want to have with the baby, with your kids, and then tomorrow they wake up sick, or they wake up with a pink eye, or they're just not in the mood. They're moody. They're learning emotions, right? Especially the toddler years. That's when they're learning emotions. They don't know if they feel hungry, mad, or happy. They just express it. Like that's why they call them the terrible twos. They just express it however they are. They're learning their emotions. So imagine you're an entrepreneur, you're dealing with entrepreneurship, the ambiguity, the uncertainty from entrepreneurship, and then you have motherhood on the other hand, which adds more fire or gas to the fire. And then you're trying to stay collected. You're trying to stay sane, beautiful, sexy, snatched, calm, so you can show up to both. So how do we do that, right? How do we do that? So the training that I'll be hosting in July 1st, that one is especially for moms that are entrepreneurs. Like if you want to open your business, that if you have your ongoing business, that one is going to be 2 hours. As I say, only 12 spots available. So we can like, do some group coaching. You can ask questions. I'm going to be providing handouts and exercises to manage your time. I feel like being an entrepreneur, you have all this time, right? Like you're not working for anyone. So you have all these hours available in the day. How are you going to use them? How are you going to use them to bring more clients to your business? What content are you going to put out there? What things are you going to create? Are you going to train your team? Or how are you going to use the day as an entrepreneur and as a mom? So mompreneur, right? Like being a mom entrepreneur, like we have two schedules to manage, and then the schedule of the kids, right? And then the household. So it's a lot to manage. So I'll be providing tools so you can work on your schedule, prioritizing your time and the time that you are giving your energy, the activities that you're giving your energy to, and also a support system. I'm gonna talk about how can we like be more smart, not just with our time, but with the energy that we put out there, and also like finding support system and just creating a system that works for you, your motherhood, and your business. Um, so if you're interested, get your ticket. It's in the description box. Also, there's two trainings that are going to be available for June. One, um, it's for um, imposter syndrome. So this one is called Silencing the Inner Critic and Practical Steps to Overcome Imposter Syndrome. Because guess what? If you're a mom and you're an entrepreneur, probably you felt imposter syndrome at least once in this journey, like that you're not good enough, that you're not trained enough, that you're not capable, that you are not qualified to do this job, this business, or be a mom, right? Like be a mom for your kid, or be both an entrepreneur and a mom. So this training is going to be June 3rd. It's a Monday from 7 p.m. on until 8:30 or 9. The training is listed in the calendar that I put there, and this one is going to be amazing. So it's a Monday. What an amazing way to start um, June, right? Like the month. On a Monday, we're doing it. Also, the other training is Wednesday, June 19, and this one is about self sabotage. It's called From Self Sabotage to Self Mastery. In this training, it's also 2 hours. It's also from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we're talking about self sabotage because when you are in your business or in the journey of like maybe losing weight or making more friends or whatever that you're working on, there is a time period that we always find and hit and we self sabotage because maybe it's too good to be true, or maybe you're not used to what's happening, or maybe you're not used to this type of lifestyle. And we always tend to self sabotage. So if this training is for you, get your ticket. It's June 19. It's a Wednesday. And then if you are interested in the mommy mean business, managing motherhood entrepreneurship, this one is actually going to be July 2nd. Sorry, I know I say July 1st, but it's July 2nd. It's a Tuesday. I made this training in the morning because I'm assuming if you're a mom and an entrepreneur, you can join it at 10 a.m. So get your tickets. All of them are 12 spots. And actually, for uh, the imposter syndrome one, we only have a few spots left because some girls already got their ticket. So check out the calendar, ladies. I left the link there, and I'm also going to leave the link in the first comment of this video so you can find it. And ask me any question on Instagram or here, and I'll be posting more trainings too. So this is the new era of Portuguese. We're adding some trainings because I noticed some people might not be comfortable committing to a long-term coaching package, and they don't want like a whole like 6 week, 12 week. They only want like one, but they don't want to commit to like long-term, or maybe you just need one training and you just want to join them without the pressure of, hey, I want a whole package, just for me. So check them out. The prices are very affordable, so you can like do them all if you want. Just one, two, as many as you want of these trainings that are gonna have. And also, I always have the life coaching packages always ongoing, so check them out as well. So, ladies, that's what I wanted to share with you, ladies, today. If you're a mom and you're an entrepreneur, you're doing amazing. You're showing up for yourself, your family, your kids, your clients, your business. And that's what matters. You're already winning at life. If you think that you're not winning because didn't do one thing right yesterday or today, let me tell you that you are already winning. You're already enough to be doing what you're doing. You're qualified to do what you're doing. You're qualified to be doing this amazing life that you did for yourself. So you're doing great, mom. You're doing amazing. And yes, and if you want more help, of course, send me a message. We're gonna figure something out, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and then I'll leave you because we have some activities planned today. We're gonna go hiking. We're gonna go to the river, the Buffalo River here in Arkansas, and this is actually a cabin that some of her friends, one of her friends of her group friends, they own, her and her husband own like these cabins here in Arkansas. And I'll leave you also the information if you are interested in coming here to the Buffalo River and staying in a super nice Airbnb cabin. It's beautiful, it's luxurious, it has a jacuzzi. The theme of the cabin, and like, it's beautiful. Like the mountains are beautiful. So I'll leave also that information if you're interested. And yeah, so we came to check them out, and it's really beautiful, really, really, really amazing. So thank you so much, ladies, for tuning in, and I'll leave all the information that we talk about in the description box. And I'll see you in the next live. Adios.